Hello and welcome back to Can We Survive the Moon? And as we always start, so far so good. But I did make some changes off camera, as you see here. Let's get started. Alright, so we did a few things off camera as I mentioned before, and some funny bits, but unfortunately it wasn't recording it. And I pretty much did a lot of things off camera. So one thing I did was try to put in a full platform on the ground here so I don't have to worry about walking on the ground too much for whatever reasons. So I think I'm gonna kind of situate these panels all over the place, if anything. It would probably be somewhat ideal so we could walk on a flatter ground and everything like that. But also, as you notice, I did a little bit of a landing port here for our ship. And it has 3 drills on there because I was doing a little bit of ice run. I did 2 ice runs to fill up the large cargo container back here. So I got about like 1,000k of ice. And I've been working on this drill system for it to basically make a bigger hole. Which it looks like it's pretty much done. So we can stop that. And we've got a lot of mats basically. So I don't mind keeping that, making a big old hole. And keep getting the stone and nickel and iron here, although we do need to get some silicon as well. But yeah, we definitely need to move some of these things out. We definitely need to put up some walls for our hydrogen plant, our storage as well, but that can kind of wait still. I actually like it kind of exposed, but we will put up something eventually. And at the same time, I was getting ice. I was also emptying out the 2 mining sites, one for platinum, one for gold and silver, and we'll bring it back and forth. That's why we created this landing area, so we can distribute all the stone from there, and also the gold, silver, and so forth, and platinum. And by mistake, I think I was right. I used to have it here, the landing area or the connector. It's no longer there because I backed up and destroyed this antenna. So I had to go ahead and create a new one. Luckily, I only destroyed the antenna, nothing else. So yeah, so to avoid that situation, that's why we put the landing pad here. Or not pad, but landing area there. So yeah, so far so good. Also, I didn't realize this, but if I come here, there's a big old crater here, which is a nice spot to hide a large ship. So if we want to do that, we could, and then we could always flatten this out too. So you just right click, drill this out, or use a drill system to flatten it out a little bit more. But this is a nice little landing spot for a ship, so we can hide it here if we really want to go that route. It's fairly close to our base too, so that's why I would do that. Okay, so other than that, let's see here where we are at. So we've gone down to get the platinum over there. And again, I should have extended this out a little bit more, but I didn't. It's fine. I think I should be able to do some kind of piston work here or merge blocks to get that out over there, out and about. But it might be okay with the amount of platinum we got so far. Here, we shifted over to get some gold. I think I did get the gold. It looks like I did. That's awesome. And I think we filled up our cargo containers as well. So either we transfer it or let it kind of work itself down with the refinery here. The basic refinery, at least. So the silver was gotten here and then the gold was gotten over here. Yes. This was where we got the gold. So it's a bit of a small ring of it. So not too bad. And I think I transferred all back to base. So that's not too bad. All right, perfect. So we have the mats, basically. The platinum, gold, silver. So it's where we're refining everything. So we have a good abundance of materials right now. So that's great news. But of course, we're just refining everything. And I did sit around for it to refine as much as possible. But still, lots to refine, especially nickel. Because we got a ton of nickel from over there. So, resource-wise, ingots, we have a lot. And we need to empty this out because I think we've filled it up too much. I can't build anything. Nope, that's fine. Yeah, ingot wise, we have a lot. So some of the iron's a little spread out still, but right here's some iron. Here's some gold, which is 48.8. Not a lot, but a decent chunk. Here's some more. I need to kind of like store everything in one spot to make it a little bit easier. So if I can get all the ingots here, I can see how much I've gotten so far. I'm gonna leave the gravel. I need to do some of the gravel, obviously. Okay, so as the collection goes, we have 617k worth of iron. That is insane. That's an insane amount of iron, but it's probably gonna dwindle down pretty quickly. It looks like we might actually go and need to get some more cobalt. Platinum didn't get too much in terms of getting refined. Gold, silver, we have a decent amount, which is good. So gold, we still have some more to refine, like 9k worth to refine. So all right, so there's still some more to get through. Platinum, yeah, a bit more to refine as well. But for some reasons, refining nickel first, which is not a big deal. But yeah, I think cobalt and silicon. Well, silicon we have 26k worth, so that's not too bad. Yeah, resource-wise, we are pretty good. All right, so other things that we did off camera was actually down here. As you see, some platforms being welded. And some lights down here as well. So I could turn off my lights and find where to go. So at one point in time, I couldn't really see anything when I ran out of power on the suit. But now I can, which is awesome. But I still need to finish up welding all this. But it does take a lot of materials, a lot of interior plates. So it takes about 50 interior plates just to weld these things up. But I just left it alone for now. Put some little blocks here to get some lights as well. And then we go back here. I don't think, did I add any lights back here? So I didn't add much light but one. So adding more lights would be useful. We could put some blocks up there and add some lights. And we added these little slopes here so we can get to the other side easily instead of keep flying over like that. Although that might be just a quicker way. But yeah, we just basically plumbed everything from the bottom. So this here is to get to the hydrogen plant. Over there is to get to storage, I believe it was. So that's what we did down here. Basically get ourselves some lights. So more to come in terms of the plumbing job down here. But for now, we got to do some more things, which can be making the refinery station, assembling station, all that stuff. So right now, we should be more than well equipped with hydrogen, as you see here. This one's at 75 and the rest is 73, which is not terrible. And then we have, I think we still have a ton of ice. So a couple of runs of ice, I got over close to 200k worth of ice, I believe it was. But it looks like I burned most of it down already, which is great. And now if we need power, we can turn all these hydrogen tanks on. Which we probably need to do temporarily. As, yeah, we're running out of power. We don't have much juice. If we can fill up our batteries, that would be awesome. But yeah, we yet to be able to do that. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna put a button for the hydrogen engines. I would probably and ideally like to put it... Put it here against this thing. So some kind of panel system. That could work. Alright, so an access panel like this. Is it this way? Which way is this? Nope, that's upside down. Something like this one, or this one, or this one. I think it was this one that was a decent access panel. Let's just put this one down for now and see if that works out, okay? I really just need a toggle button. So on-off button is all I really need. So open that up, and yep, it's a toggle button. That's exactly what I needed. So we'll take the group of the hydrogen engines and toggle on off. And then that's our secret weapon or secret button. And it looks decent here, so it's not too bad. Wonder, does it impede my way from running through it? Nope, I can run right through it. Perfect. All right, turn them on. And we'll utilize this to recharge our batteries for now. What it's gonna do is it's gonna run all the power down, obviously, or all the hydrogen down, and then we're gonna have to get more ice. So it is what it is. So I'm gonna keep this system like this, so that we can get more ice, quick ice run on the ice lake right over there. And then the next step is get some uranium somewhere out there. Potentially, we could just go to the station and see what's up. Maybe we could buy something, if anything. But for now, we're gonna work on the refining station, I believe. That would be the next best thing to do. So the refining station, we can do on that side, or I think this side. We could focus on kind of building it on this side. And we can get rid of all this because we need to make a bit of a hole here. So unfortunately, this is all a little bit raised up a bit. So I wonder if we could just kind of skim through here, if anything. We probably can. Let's see if we could do something like that. Just want to skim the ground just so slightly. So we'll bring these hinges down. Okay. And that means we'll bring up the arms. I think we have to bring up this arm too. Well, that's already up actually. Yeah, that's already up. I'm wondering once it gets up there, can I skim it down over here a little bit? I hope so. I mean, where's our piston? Down is 2 of them. And they're at right now 0.01. Okay, so we'll remember that for next time. We just bring this up here. All right, so I think we could actually skim it a little bit. Using the left click drilling style, I believe. And I want to hope so. Oh, we want to go this way. So we could do that. And just kind of skim it a little bit. I would be happy. Kind of just like breaking the ground down a little bit, and eventually I'm gonna hit the control tower right there, and then we need to bring it in. Oop, not that one, not that one, this one. The vertical one. That way we can break the ground down just a tiny bit, and we should be okay. I think we could drop it down ever so slightly as well. There was a bit of a lag there. All right, that's the closest we can get. Let me see something really quick. So it basically did nothing. So I might have to drop a piston down ever so slightly. So let's just say, max distance. Let's just say 1. Reverse that. Is that gonna help kind of drill down a little bit? That might do it, but it's gonna be hard to see. All right, let's just bring that back. Hopefully it will kind of grind down the floor a little bit. So then I can add a platform here that I can see. It looks like it's kind of working. That looks like it almost hit this as well. Alright, that's seemingly okay. Except the fact that... Why is it spinning? I guess we do several runs like this that should help bring down the ground a bit. Hard to see. It's like very smoky. Which is fine. If we move it a little bit to the right, like so, and then skim it again, hopefully that's gonna work out. That might work out a little bit better right over here. Yeah, that kind of works out over there, but we still kind of missing here. So I'm just gonna do a quick drill down and see if that's gonna work out okay. But yeah, it's still not the best. but not terrible either. Alright, that's okay. We're just keep skimming this down a little bit, so then we can have a decent platform. Yeah, this should do. All right. And that's just to add these little bit of panels, which should really add panels everywhere anyways eventually. Oop, that's sticking a little bit. It's fine. Those little spots we could figure out later down the line, but I think we're decent here. Yeah, that's decent. So we gotta keep moving forward a little bit more. Nope. We need to stretch this out a little bit first. Okay, there. That was a bit of a issue there, but we fixed that up. All right, so here gonna do a little bit of a left click drill just to make a minor change up there. I need to get rid of that somehow. So either left click drilling or right click drilling could work. Okay, that seems to be alright. Oof, I broke this. Not good. Actually, I'm not going to fix that. There's no need to fix that because I'm going to get rid of it relatively soon. But what we can do and should do is kind of get this platform up and running. We can worry about putting a full platform everywhere in a little bit, but right now let's just do a, I think, 7 length again, as we've done previously, and then that way we can create the refining station. This drill kit probably will need to move, which is another thing. Not the easiest thing to move, but it does need to move. I'm gonna just kind of get this pump here down a little bit. So just go back and forth with anything, and then swing this thing crazy. Ooh, wrong way. I was hitting the wrong button. Not good. Not good. Not good. What is the damage here? What did I do? Oh, I swung it around that way. Okay. Oh, I lost the drills. All the drills over there. Not good. Not good at all. Yikes. I was pressing 7 instead of 8. Oh well. Let's swing it back. I can't believe that actually went around decently too. There it is. Hello, pistons. All right, we'll leave that alone, but we do need to collect these somehow. Yeah, that's a bit of work to do. Because one of these, yeah, exactly, it's just gonna fill up my whole entire inventory, and I had to go back and forth for this, which is a bit of a pain, but I guess we're gonna have to do it anyways. All right, so we got the drills all grinded up. So we did say we were gonna move it anyways, so not the most terrible thing to do, but I wasn't planning to get rid of it so soon, to be honest. But I guess eventually it was gonna go away, so yeah. It's alright, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is our distance here. And then we'll add a platform here for our refining station. So our refining station Ooh, it's gonna be interesting to do. I kind of want to stick it out so I can see the mods, but then that makes it non-airtight, I believe. But we could always put glasses around it as well. So we gotta figure out the sizing of this base station here. But more or less, let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 length for now. We'll figure that out in a sec. We weld it up first to get rid of some of these materials. I also need to check on production, because if the production's done, I queued up like 5,000 of a lot of things. So if it's done, I'm gonna have to queue up some more, especially steel plates, if anything. Okay. And just smoothing it out a little bit more so we can see the platform and everything like that. Okay, so that's the platform, or the main platform. We still need to smooth this out, unfortunately. Our drill system got dismantled, so we could just do it by hand. All right, but we can get rid of this one, although probably not the most ideal thing to do is to get rid of this drill system here. And that's only because we can still utilize this to get materials from down here. But it's fine. It's not a big deal. I mean, we need to get this situated anyways. We're just going to have to clear this whole thing out. We don't need this particular bay of stuff, because that was our initial base anyways. But we just need to get rid of everything here. And this backpack situation it's really, really annoying. Where we could carry so little. But I guess that's part of the challenge here. Alright, so we grab this one, piston. This is basically my first piston I created too. So sad to see that go, but it has to be done. Alright, so all of this, oof, that's where it gets bad, because I needed the drill system to flatten this out a little bit more if we can. I mean, we could just do a horizontal drill and just drill it all out. We could. I don't think it's necessary though, but we could just also kind of like right click drill over here as well, just to clear it just a tiny bit. So you can see the ground or the panel that we're gonna put here anyways. I think that would be fine anyways, since we don't need to go too deep down. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. A bit of a clearing here. I'm not sure how much clearing we need, but it's gonna be a hole down here anyways, right? So if anything, this specific structure could potentially have a basement in a way, which is not a bad thing. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, so we could put these here. Oop. Well, if we do 9 like this, that means we might have to do 11 total in this case, which is fine. We'll see how that works. But again, we needed to put the refineries here. And of course, we're going to stick out the mods. So let's figure out how much space does that really take. So this refinery takes 2 width. So it sticks out up to here, and then we stick out the mods, which we don't need to do that actually. So we can do it from here. We could do several layers of it. So it could be long up to like here if we need to. So this drill system is technically going to have to go away in terms of getting the nickel and iron and everything like that here, which I don't think we're going to have a big problem with getting this later down the line. We should be okay. I hope. That's the hope, I guess, right? So if we did 1, 2 refinery, or even up to here. No, it's gonna. We should stick it out here. No, wait. Yeah. We still. If we did it this way, That's the other wall. That means we do, yeah, 1, 2. The third is the back of it, which is the where it's gonna stick out. Yeah, that should work out okay. I think as long as we keep it long, we'll be fine. And of course, we can do these steel plates here or these blocks, so we have a little bit more structure than falling down to this pit. All right, so let's see how it's gonna work. If we grab the industrial refinery, which is basically this one, which I would actually prefer to use, and if we stuck it on the ground, not on there, let's just say here, then we put all the speed mods out here, sticking out, bulging out. That wouldn't be too bad. Should it be that close? Probably not. We combine this with the assembler. I kind of want the assembler to have its own spacing too. So, no. And if we add another one here, right, how's that work? Does it all kind of link up with the stairs? It does. Okay, that's not too bad. But I know if we did a assembler, the industrial one, that kind of closes out. Yeah, that closes out the spacing, which is not what I want, but not too bad. But no, that's not what we want. If we double it up like this, it wouldn't look too bad. All right, cool. The main thing is, do we want to do it that way? Do we want to do this instead? Like, really surround the whole entire block. So we start with this side here, sticking out on that side. No, that looks terrible. So just leave that empty. Yeah, I think we leave that empty. We just gotta go from here. So how many do we want to do? Like 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side, maybe? That might be too much. I'm not even sure, to be honest, how we want to do that. But we definitely need to put some more platforming pieces here. Okay, so with the refining station or refineries, how do we do this? We want to put it back to back, like so, or do we skip a bit of a slot here? If we did do that, it wouldn't be too bad. Actually, you know what?
Inventory full.
We could still put a catwalk in a certain area as well. So not do that. Let's just do this. So 5 or refinery, we'll throw in right here. Is that gonna work? Oop. I guess we could throw it in like this, actually. I want to add a catwalk around here as well. So if we need to walk around, we have that spacing here. But then we have to do it like this, because this is the wall. And this will stick out the mods here. Like this. But in terms of the wall itself, I guess we could use half blocks and stuff too. Yeah, we did half block. Kind of sticks out like that, which is not too bad. But we can also do panels. Obviously, I prefer to stick it out more, but then I can't use that catwalk. So let's leave it like this. Now, the other question was, do we stagger them, leaving a blank space here, or do we not do that? If we use a assembler, we can end it on the bottom like this, and then we can walk on top of it. So we could do a refinery assembler combination. Do we want to do it that way? I don't know. I would probably, again, I prefer to have its own station if we can. But it also makes sense to put in like this. But we also lose the mods if we did it this way. Well, not really, because we just gotta burn down, well, not burn, but take down the bottom layer there. And then we should be okay. But then that's going to make it quite long of a space. So maybe we don't do that. I wouldn't mind doing it this way, but I think I want to stagger it. At least one block. Alright, you know what? I think we're just gonna do it this way. Yeah. Right? Yes? No? Hard to say. I feel like we shouldn't do it that way. I feel like we should just really have its own station. But I like having it staggered. Because I don't want it to be back to back. And we stagger it, at least we can still use these stairs. Go to catwalk that way and then catwalk this way. I mean, we could just build catwalks also. It's not a big deal. But in conjunction with this, at least, you know, we have a refinery. But then again, also, yeah, if you think about it, there's a mod piece on top. So we lose that if we did it that way. Because then there's no mods that we can put here. So let's not do that. All right. So let's stagger it by one block for now. So we just do it that way. And then we just keep staggering it from here. So it looks like this station, this specific station might be a bit longer and bigger than what we've done so far. Okay, so we're gonna try to fit 4 going this way, I think. That would probably be the best thing to do currently. Okay, we'll just stagger them. And we gotta find the situation for that. We're probably just gonna pipe it. There's no pipes on the bottom, actually. Okay, so we gotta pipe it here. Either with conveyor junctions or T-tubes. I think T-tube would be fine. So we stagger it like that. Okay, that should be it. And clear this out a little bit. Actually, you know what? We need to do a flooring right over here as well. Because it's going to get difficult being able to put these on top. And yeah, be able to put it on and weld it. So let's just add these plates here. Weld it up. All right, so refinery we'll do one block this way. Yeah, this one we do. One there, one here, and one here. And then we gotta figure out what to do over here if we want to do something different. Okay, so we're gonna have to do 2 more here. Let's think about this, right? So if we did it this way, yeah, that's not too bad. That's 4. And we could probably put 1 here. Can we? Going this way. Yeah, I guess we could do 1 here going this way and then 1 over here as well. Yeah, that could kind of work. Not the best, but could work. So if that's the case, then the next wall is going to be right over here. Okay, definitely need a new drill system to level this out a little bit better. Alright, so I think we should be okay like this. We'll put in the light armor blocks right over here. Yeah, we just need to clear a lot of space here. And yeah, we need to shoot. We may need to skim past this way, not skim it. We should leave it like this too. It's not too bad. A bit of a emptiness here, so maybe we ramp it up a little bit if we need to. Yeah, let's just make this all even out. Yeah, a bit of a hump over here. And think we're good. Yep. Let's just weld all this up, and then we'll weld all this up as well, which is gonna actually require me to change the ship back into a welding system so that I can carry all the mats easier. Okay, so that is basically the spacing. We're gonna have to weld up everything though, because if we're building on top of it, it's easier to have it welded before we place it on top. So this is gonna be, I mean, it's fairly quick because they're all panels, so should be okay to go there. All right, there we go. That's all set. Okay. So as we were saying over here, if we did another refinery and we stuck it out like this, would that work? Yes. There's empty space here, which is fine. Not a big deal. Ooh, actually, no, it doesn't work out because... Oh, nope. That was not what I wanted to do. What I really wanted to do was... stick it a little bit closer, like that. Which still works out okay. Yeah, that still works out okay. And then if we skip... Alright, this is where it gets bad because we can't do it this way. If we put it here, and then we have the refineries here, that stairwell is gonna go nowhere. So unfortunately, that means we can't put one here. So let's just get rid of this then. And then we'll put in the rest of the refineries where we have them, matching on the other side. So it looks like we're just gonna have 8 refineries. Okay, it looks to be that way unless we want to do another layer of them, which means like this. If we want to go that route, or we use the regular refineries to put on top of it. We could do that. I mean, why not? Okay, so refineries on top behind the stairs. So if we did a refinery, this one here, would it match up to it? Yes, it can. So if we match up to the port back there, we'll do it this way. And it kind of matches up to it as well. So it's not too bad. So we'll be doing it this way. So then that way we have much, much more refineries. So one here, one here, one here. Oop. And one here. So double deckers of refineries, which is almost as tall as our control tower, which is pretty insane. All right, so according to this, let's stretch out this H piston. All right, so that gets out of our way. So nope, I was hoping we can still get down there, but we don't necessarily need this drill system. I think we should just get rid of it, to be honest. Yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't. Although there's still a lot of nickel and iron to get underneath, but I don't think we need this here for now. We could always make another drill system or a mobile drill system if we need to. Ooh. Alright, so materials falling on top of this, not a problem. The whole searchlight falling on top of it could have broke something. So luckily, we caught that in time. Alright, let's just get rid of our first drill system, unfortunately. Oop. So that's gone. Sad. It's a little bit saddening to see. But yeah, we got our refineries. We got the door right here, and then we see all this. Towers and towers of refineries. And then we can utilize all this and build catwalks all around here as well if we need to. Okay, so in order to get this up and running, what do we need? Tons and tons of steel plates. And also metal grids. Metal grids we need what? 20? Yeah, we need a lot. So 8 times, no, not even 8. We have 16 now. Times 20. So that's a lot there.
Inventory
All right,
full.
we're just gonna break this thing down really quick.
Inventory full.
All right, we move that over.
Inventory full.
And you know what? We're gonna do 3 drill systems here. So we can do one here, not drill, weld. So that's set. Now we just gotta load up with everything we need for refineries. Which is, again, lots and lots of steel plates, motors, and everything like that. So let's see, what is it exactly that we need? Yeah, all right. So that's what we need times 16. We might not have the ability to carry all that, but let's jump in there, get it all in here if we can. Can we get rid of these? Oh, wow. We have a lot of materials here already, so that's a good thing. All right, let's just empty out all the smart car containers and our regular car containers. Okay, so we need a bunch of steel plates. Oof. Ooh, okay, that's not what I want to do. Where's a large here? How much steel plates do we have produced? All right, the production stopped. That's good and bad. So let's just see if I can make 21,000 of steel plates, because I think we're gonna need a lot. So 100 and no, it's 1,100 steel plates for one refinery. So give or take, we need close to 18,000 steel plates to get this up and running. So that's not good because we only got 4,000. Yikes. Why is it taking it back? What is going on? All right, so we need a ton more steel plates to get this done. I was not expecting that. All right, so ouch. Basic refinery, we do a few there. Survival kit if we have to. We can do a few here. If it lets me. Is it still... No, it's probably gonna keep getting the stone done first, or refine the stone done first. Yeah. What else is there? I mean, metal grids. We can just queue up. Might as well. So, steel plates. Steel plates. Let's get all the steel plates we can into the ship. I don't know why it keeps disappearing on me. Alright, that's just gonna be like 2 refineries, basically. Alright. We also need construction components. Large steel tubes. We need motors. We need metal grids. We're gonna need as well. What else is there? Computers. Computers we need. Oop. How much computers do we need? It doesn't look like we have too much. Yeah, we don't have too much. We need 320 total, I think. 16 times 20 computers that we need. Yeah. Ouch. 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 All right, let's just see if we can create that. That's about it. So steel plates. Wow, we need a lot of steel plates. I don't know why the steel plates are not saving in here. A little bizarre. Yeah, definitely need a lot more steel plates. All right, let's just take this and stockpile it. Get some more power really quick. Or hydrogen on stockpile and free it up. All right. The welders. Looks like it's working fine. Let's begin the welding process for our refining station. Although I feel like we don't need to refine much anymore because we got rid of the drill system. But I mean, we still make a hole or drill some more on the ground if we really, really need to anyway. So I think we'll just go that route, if anything. And what we can just fill up two by doing this. Utilize all three of my welders here. That's a decent plan. I think we're out of the steel plates already. So that is the problem that we're gonna have. What are we missing? And computers, I guess. Did the computers like not take? That's annoying. No, we are just strictly out of computers. Wow. Is that what we're missing? Yeah, we're missing computers. Didn't I just queue up like 300 or so worth? Where did it all go? Well, it ain't on the ship. So, yikes. Not exactly what I was going for. Alright, something happened to our assembler as well. We are not producing. Oh, we're disassembling them. Great. That's why we're missing a lot. Alright, that makes a lot of sense. Guys, get the computers assembled. And oof, we're gonna have to get queued up with steel plates all over again because I got rid of so many for whatever reasons. Same with metal grids and things like that. Actually, no, I didn't even get that far. So we should be okay. But we're just gonna queue it up anyways. Might as well, whatever. But we just need more of these anyways. That was a bit nuts, but yeah. Alright. So the computers, and that is why we were losing steel plates before, because we were disassembling them. Makes a lot of sense. The welders, just turn it on. There we go. So that was just missing computers. Now that's all done. We probably don't have enough mats for the next stash of things. So let's pull that one out and get in right over there. Okay. So now we could go and see what we're missing for the mats here, which is going to be steel plates. Great. All right. So in order to speed this thing up, we definitely need to boost up the assembling process here. So basic refinery. Why is not basic refinery refineries saying that? So refinery. Where's our basic one? Right here. We're full of gravel. That's why. Okay. Okay. We could speed things up with the well, we need more assemblers. It's one thing. To speed up the process of building steel plates and all that junk. So that's unfortunate. We definitely had a lot more steel plates, but I guess I disassembled a ton of them. That's great. So yeah. How's that gonna work? We need more we need more assemblers as quickly as possible. Yikes. Alright, that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. So I guess this whole section can wait. We should have built out the assembler farm first. That's what it seemingly looks like we should have done first. Because now we gotta keep waiting for it to kind of produce. I mean, I guess we have the power to run more mods on here, so we could do a bunch of speed mods. I don't see why not. Let's see. We throw in a bunch of speed mods. That definitely is gonna kill our power, but it is gonna speed up production very, very quickly, which is kind of what we need here anyways. There you go. So we got the speed mods on that. We can even put one on the bottom, but actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just do it. Why not? Why not do everything now? This is definitely gonna burn out the power really, really fast, and looks like we need more computers. Is that actually going as fast as it's really saying? Hard to tell. All right, there we go. So we got extra mods there. So we are times 500% in speed and power efficiency. We don't, well, we're burning a lot of power in this for sure. So how's the hydrogen tanks? They're actually doing pretty good still. We're losing hydrogen, right? Yeah, we're losing hydrogen now. So that means we are basically out of ice, I would assume. Yes, we are. So we're charging the batteries through the hydrogen engines now, which is fine. We have a ton of hydrogen to burn anyways. Well, 25%. Not terrible. Sun's out. Got one green bar of battery, so that's nice too. But yeah, the assembler is definitely gonna burn out all the power that we have here because we've got the speed mods on there. All right. There is a way we can speed this up a little bit. Yeah, we're just missing steel plates for these and computers. Interesting. So we could finish, if we could finish one side first, that could help. Grab some computers and whatever steel plates we can, throw it in here. Okay, so we need to get some kind of conveyor piece here connected. So I was thinking of doing
Inventory full.
something like this, where we take a T shape or a T tube like that. At least that's connected to each other, and down under we'll do, I guess we're gonna have to do a conveyor junction just for airtightness if we can't airtight this whole thing. And then we plumb this up wherever the plumbing is. The plumbing is starting from here. So interesting how we're gonna kind of get that plumb job done. So the plumbing starts here in a way. So we need to go up to here. Okay, so that's not too far based on here. So we go 1, 2, maybe 3, I want to say, right? One block there, one block here, and that's 3. That's the fourth one, right? It's here. So it's more than that. The fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where we want to connect to. So that means even over here, this is where we want to connect to a conveyor junction. And then there's one over there as well. So where that's at in terms of down here, right here, the middle is this. So fifth one. So we need to go 5 across with this pipe, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4 only. And then we could, yeah. So the next one we can curve it, I think, for a C shape. C tube it. And the next one we can C tube it, but it looks like we just need to open this up a little bit more. And this is iron, so that's gonna be interesting. And let me get rid of this light really quickly and put it somewhere else. I'm okay with actually putting it down here, just for now. And we'll just throw in a connector here so we can grab mats from it as much as possible. instead of going up here. I mean, not even that bad going up there, but it would make life easier. Okay, so we said 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So by the 5th one, we can move it over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, we are on 5th one. But this is the 5th one. So basically, we should C-tube this one. Or, no, let's not do C-tube. Let's just do a conveyor pipe junction here. And then we want to go that way. But the only unfortunate piece here is that this is iron. So we should really kind of grind it down and collect it so we don't waste it. Unfortunately. Probably just build a drill system. That might work a little bit better and quicker. Though we do need to make some clearing for this in order for that to work. So we need a piston here. I guess we can do one piston for now. Yeah, it looks like we need a lot of work to be done here. I think we're in the clear to build it. I can't really tell. Maybe need to get rid of some back here, which is fine. All right, so and then unfortunately we just gotta clear this all out.
Inventory full.
I wonder if we just do collector. That would be nice. Just do that to collect it all. Let's see, does that work? It could work. Might as well do that. Okay, perfect. And then here we just reverse this to collect. Is it gonna collect? Yeah, more or less. Oh, it got stuck. Great. What's it stuck on? Over there. There. Alright, that was a ridiculous idea, but I'm surprised that it can't collect a little bit more right over here. Yeah, it's just right above it and it's not collecting it. So that's annoying. Alright, if that's the case. I mean, it is still collecting, but yeah, if that's the case. Oop. Can we build a collector pointing down? Is there a port? No, there's not a port for it. Okay. So if there was a port, it would be easier to collect that way. But, I mean, can we just collect it? No, there's no real point in doing it that way. Shoot. That really stinks. Alright, whatever. Still can't make the drill. I see why. There's a bit of spot right here. Maybe a spot over here. Clear that out. And perfect. Put a drill here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, and then we can do some left click drilling or regular drilling because everything's gonna go back in there anyways. I was hoping that collects the stone. Yes, it does. Perfect. So collect, collect, collect. All right, so that collects all the loose bits. And then we can do a nice, let's just say 0.3 forward. Nice and gentle. And that should get us to where we need to be. Alright. I feel like we're a little bit off for some reason, but I think we should be fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the 5th one. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the 5th one. So yeah, it should be there. should be right. We're gonna have to keep on going. So we need to put another piston down and another drill system in order for us to stretch it out a little bit further down. All right, perfect. So now we can turn this thing on. We can share inertia this one. Share inertia this one. And we already did that for that. So we can reverse this. Get what we need. Well, we're just going to go straight down here as far as we can. So it is going to come out here eventually, which is fine. Because then I can still connect it from there because I can see it and it's been exposed over there. Here we go. So this one, we should do the same thing. 0.3. And yeah, it should expose itself out here. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to do. So we didn't really need another piston, but that's fine. All right, we'll get the pipes and extend it out all the way over there. But there is the vector number 5 here, which is roughly right here. Yeah. So we're gonna drill up this way. We can find that conveyor junction. We'll connect through here first if you want to. There's the conveyor that we needed. And that's the first one. Actually, the one all in the back is what we needed more than anything else. Because this one here is not connected to anything. But, I mean, we still need a cross pass with it anyway. So we'll do that. And here will be our intersection. So we'll do a junction. No, keep going this way so that we can connect here. And this one's a bit of an elbow, so we just do conveyor junction as always. And we'll add this one here. And there we have a bit of connection for at least the currently refined ones. So build that up and should be good to go. Okay, so that should be all connected, so we can start refining off of these, which is perfect. Ooh, we got 2-bar batteries now on that one, so that's good. How's it looking for our power station though? Like 2 bars battery. All right, perfect. So how's our hydrogen? Probably empty. We still got 63% on this one. These might be close to emptying. Yeah. Well, I think the 2 ice runs we did was more than enough to get some more power on here, and the sun's out too. And I realized we actually don't need this ship. We could just build the welders with the connections there. Well, kind of. Yeah, I'm gonna back this thing up a little bit and put it away if I can. I'm just flying so fast just to get this on here. It's a little bit dangerous. Oop, we're good here. Yeah, that's how I broke the antenna off camera as well. And luckily it was just the dish itself and not like the pillars that I put there. Not pillars, but the cylindrical columns, I think it's called. Yep. Okay. So I could put welders here to weld this up. Potentially. Does it make sense to do it that way? Well, probably not. But it could work, right? So I could put it like this, I think. And it should at least weld up the bottom one. I think it would do that. Let's see. And we'll just grab from whatever we're producing. So should be enough. make this. Yep, that's worked out. So, but it doesn't fix that problem. So that's another thing. Well, we could have built two. Because they're inexpensive and they're fairly quick to make anyways. So we do something like that. Yeah, that's better than actually me using the ship. That's a quick way of doing it. Yeah, that works. And then we move on to the next piece. So to be on the smarter side, we do this and this. Turn that one on, turn this one on, and I'll work on both of them that way. The only problem here is that these are not connected. So we do need to put that connection first in order for that to work. So we got a conveyor junction there, conveyor junction, oop, right there. We need grab here. Okay, grab that. Actually, we don't need the conveyor junctions on the ground. We just needed the T. Yeah, we just needed T-shaped tubes, or yeah, tubes, pipes, interchangeable in a way. And I get it from there because it's the main source is right over here anyway, so we didn't have to do that. But fine, we can always connect it all for the fun of it. All right, so that's all done. We can grab this one off. And that's the quick way of getting that done. So that works out pretty well. And yeah, I think more or less it's problem solving how to get this all built out. Which is going okay. But it doesn't leave us a lot of time to really try to build out the whole entire thing. Yeah, I think we have to do it this way for now. We don't need a T, but yeah. But as I was saying, yeah, we built 16 refineries, but it doesn't leave a lot of space for us to design the housing and everything for it, unfortunately. Because try kind of troubleshoot how to get this all done and dig up a little bit of a hole here. But we're getting it done. That's the main thing. And we still have a lot of iron down here, so we still got to mine that out too. But yep, this should look okay. Not liking how not flat this is, so we might have to skim a good portion of this land with some pipes eventually. Yeah. So most of it is gonna be above ground, so I don't know. We could just leave it. Not a big deal. We'll see how that goes. And actually, I do need to put a welder here if we're gonna get this started first. So that definitely needs to happen. So can't put the T junction there just yet. But the piping should be plumbed up underneath it. So we should be good to do that. And hopefully get both of them up and running. Yep. And add it with my welder itself. It'll speed up production of it. Perfect. So get rid of that one and then put back the T-shaped pipe. And then we can go ahead and create a whole bunch of welders. Ooh, the connection point's a little different now. So that's interesting. Oh no, we had the connection point up here. So, ouch. So we need to build out this one first, if anything. And there. Functional. That's fine for now, right? So in order to move it forward, we need to build one refinery this way. Refinery. Welder. Alright, turn this on. To get this thing done. Yep, perfect. Let that go. We will have that connected to that. Right up here. Oh, we missed it, actually. Sorry. So it would be more or less this way and this way. Same goes for here. Like so. We'll grab this one off. We will grab more mats for a welder. All right, so we do one here, and this one. Oop, I think I accidentally put the mats into the refinery, which is fine. All right, perfect. So we'll turn this on. That on. It's just making noises. It has no mats to transfer. And here we go. So this one can get done. This one can get done. And then we can start transferring this one. And looks like we are out of steel plates. So that's not good. We're almost there. We're just missing a bit of steel plates. Yikes. So that's going to take a while to kind of build. But we got, what, 14 out of 16 done at least? We'll wait for... Yeah, it's a bit noisy over there. But production-wise, we need to do that. We are out of iron. No way. There's no way we're out of iron. Here. Yeah, we have a decent chunk. Yeah, we have a lot, actually. No, we just got clogged up. I was looking at the wrong thing. That's what it was. So no big deal. So we should have this done in no time. We're getting there. Creating a lot of power. Bouncing back the welder, I guess. But everything needs to be piped in, which it is. So they all should be refining something now. If there's any ore left to refine. Like we have stone here. That's about it. That's all the ores. Alright, so that's nice. This is done. Now all the steel plates need to be focused on this one right there. And then we should be set in terms of refining. So with that done, which we should have done assemblies first, I think. But now we have so much refineries that we can burn down a lot of a lot of mats. The other thing we can do as well is put yield mods on these things instead of speed mods. So we get a lot more mats out of them, but it looks like we need superconductors in order to do that. Which I think we have enough to do. So that will be part of our design piece here too. We might have to put a combination of speed mods and yield mods and power mods or power efficiency mods, or less the speed mods. And then that way we save some power and at the same time get the yield. But 4 yield is better than than 2 yields or 3 yields. So yeah, there's that too. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. All right, top one's done. Get rid of this one. And bottom one's done. All right, we are set with our 16 refineries. Do we need 16? Absolutely not. But we're going to do it anyways. And also in this case, that means we need to get another drill system out here. And more or less, probably right over here. So we can drill out a good chunk of mats. So, if anything, I would probably do it here. Maybe do an advanced rotor right over here. Then we'll do a conveyor. Conveyor junction right here. And then we just work our way from there. So like actually, you know what? That should be okay. We kind of set up the order in the wrong place, but not a big deal. So we want to make sure we get fairly deep down. So we're gonna do that. Another conveyor junction, something simple drill system as always. Don't need to complicate things here. Piston this way. We can do 2 pistons. Then a conveyor junction here. And a ton of pistons going down, basically. Okay, we can add probably 2 to 3 more drills right over here. Not drills, pistons. Yeah, that's about it. And then the rest, we could go with a basic drill system, not a chandelier of drills. We could just do that if need be. Looks like actually might have to get rid of a layer of it. Not ideal, but it's gonna have to happen. Alright, let's just put a junction here. Why not? Then we could do a drill system, which we could just do that. And maybe just do a boxy one, if anything, for now. Instead of a weird chandelier of them. Yeah, that will work. I think that's more than enough. Let's see. I mean, we don't have to go deep anyways, actually, so there's also that. That's done. That's done. That's one. And that's not done. 2 pieces not done. Okay, piston here and piston here all set. All right, no rotors to spin that because it's not necessary. And of course, we need to get that piece done. Piston D here. 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 And this is going to be piston H. H. And that's all set up. All right. So now we just got to do the drills. And of course, if I learned anything about the drill system, we can always do, or welding system, I should say. We could just place one here to do that, like so. Plop that on, and we should be able to get that all welded up as quickly as possible. Right? Yes, I think so. Is that only one? Or is it 2? So we can do this. And work its way around. Yeah, that worked. Alright, great. That took 2. Good to go. So basically, that's our new drilling system. We should put a helm right over here. Not the most sophisticated place to do that, but it will work. So we can see everything. Kind of. Alright, so all our drills. Alright, so the incomplete drill. Perfect. It's the middle one. So that one, for some reason, didn't get built. Alright, that's built now. Okay, so here's the drills. I don't know why they don't do this. 1. Base drills. Save, turn on. Oof. Super loud. Okay, piston B's. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's piston 2? Oh, that's that, I think. Yeah. By that, I think I meant this. So this is piston 2 or piston connector. Let's just call it that, I guess. Okay, so piston down or piston D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 divided by The 0.3 speed. The 0.3 speed can be 0.06. So our piston D's should go down at 0.06. So that'll be as quick as 0.03 if anything. So we'll continue to grab as much mat down there as possible. So this can refine everything, I guess. So that's just gonna get stone, some iron, some nickel. We should be okay there. All right. Let's turn off the hydrogen engines for now. I think, yeah, we pretty much devoured a lot of the hydrogen. Open up the panel, turn the red big button off, and we're good. Right, so we should have a decent chunk of power now. Yeah. Wow. That's the furthest I've seen our batteries. And it's going to deplete in 5 hours. Perfect. What is our power station looking like now? Wow. 3 bars on the bottom and 2 bars. All right, so that's not bad at all. 4 hours to deplete. I think we're in the clear here, which is perfect in terms of getting power as much as possible. All right. So once again, it's pretty much exposed, which is not exactly what I want it to be, but it is fine for the time being. We still have, oof, looks like we still have a lot to mine down here. I think maybe we mine using this pipe here instead of making holes up here potentially. Yeah, I think we should do that instead. um Yeah, let's do that instead of ruining the ground some more, but we will have to cover this up. And we might have to elevate it up a little bit too, because this ground here is a little bit elevated. Yeah, I think we have to do it that way, and everything else that needs to be mined from down here, we just mine from down here. That's probably our best bet. Right, so unfortunately I didn't get the time to design what we need to design, but of course we're going to come back and do that. So we can start with our storage area, and then we'll move on to the hydrogen plant and also the refinery. We are still missing an assembler production plants as well. So we're going to have to get that done eventually. So hopefully guys did enjoy this episode for now. We'll be back with the designing. Hopefully you guys probably enjoyed that a little bit more than me just piling up a tower of refineries. But stay tuned for that. So hopefully you guys will like and subscribe, drop a comment down below, even to just say hi. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.